Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome back to Witch of the Woods Tarot. Thank you so much for being here and for sharing your energy with me. I truly appreciate each and every one of you. Today's video, I'm going to start going back to weekly readings. So your weekly forecast, the week ahead, the next 7 days, what to expect, what's happening, the energy surrounding you in your coming week. Let me know in the comments if this is something that you enjoy. It's something that I enjoy doing. I'm not sure if it's what you want to see. So please let me know whether or not I should continue doing these. But for now, we're going to do a weekly reading, okay? So I have 3 different piles for you to choose from, as per usual. I'm going to give you a close-up of your crystal and the deck that we will be using, okay? So for pile number 1, you have this little amethyst stone. And we're going to be using the Good Fortune Tarot. That's what it looks like. For pile number 2, you actually don't have a crystal, you have a little seashell. So this is your seashell, and we will be using the Tarot of Tides. And this is what it looks like. And then for pile number 3, we have a clear quartz crystal. And we are using the traditional Rider-Waite Smith Tarot. This is what it looks like. So definitely take your time. There's no rush to pick your pile. Let your intuition guide you to the pile that feels most significant to you. I'm trying to encourage you to pick only one pile, okay? The pile that you feel drawn to the most. Obviously, you can watch more than one pile if you would like to, but just to help train your intuition, let's see if we can stick to one pile. Okay, and when you are ready, there will be timestamps down below in the description box that will take you directly to your reading, and I will see you there. Hello, pile number 1. You chose the amethyst. I also have an amethyst tower right here too, along with the Good Fortune Tarot. So we're going to give those a shuffle in a minute, but let's start with your overall theme for the week ahead, okay? What is your theme for the month ahead for pile number 1, Spirit? Thank you so much. Ooh. Okay, we've got the High Priestess. Very nice. Intuition, insight, higher worlds. Okay, let's read from the guidebook for this one. I love this guidebook. She is the maiden, mother, and crone combined. The High Priestess knows that her place in the universe is one of unique divinity. When she shows up, she's telling you to pay attention to your subconscious. What can you see in the light of the moon? What secrets do you hold inside? How holy are the waters of your wisdom? Spend time basking in your unique knowledge and experience. Use this magic by connecting with your community, perhaps as a peer mentor, poet, or even some kind of modern-day village witch. Your song for the week is Gold Dust Woman by Fleetwood Mac. Love that. Jasmine is your scent, and labradorite is your stone. Okay, so the message I'm getting for you this week, pile number 1, is that you have a gift that needs to be shared with your community. So I see you in a position of leadership or playing the role of teacher, okay? So there is some knowledge that you hold maybe you're not particularly aware. Do you know what's so cool? I'm so sorry. But this is all amethyst down here, and your stone is amethyst, and I just love that synchronicity. But yeah, you definitely have something to share with your community. For some of you, this is sharing something on social media, so maybe starting a social media platform where you are teaching a specific topic that you're very knowledgeable about. Okay? Spirit is saying to go for it this week. Okay? This is the week where you start. Whatever it is, pile number 1, you have knowledge that needs to be shared with others. Okay? All right, you had 3 tea leaves. I forgot the name of these. Tea leaf cards that popped out immediately. So we have pale, time to get out of a situation, which is so funny because I just did a collective reading that you would have seen already where I was talking about crabs in a pail, crabs in a bucket, and getting out of a particular situation. And for you, pile number 1, that message probably resonated quite well, and I'm feeling like it's a job for you. It may be time, because I'm getting this message, the first message I got was of you sharing your knowledge, maybe starting to consult, starting social media, whatever it is. It's time to strike out on your own, is what Spirit just said. It's time to strike out on your own. If you have been debating, if you have been building something or thinking about building something and leaving your 9 to 5, Spirit is saying, is like giving you the green light here. Okay. Let's see. You've got Axe with forces working against you. And then you have Eagle, triumph over trouble and obstacles. I love that so much. So there's absolutely nothing to worry about here, pile number 1 this week. Even though we have this card of forces working against you, we have triumph. So whatever is working against you, know that you will triumph over it. Whatever obstacle, whatever people, whatever energy, whatever situation is working against you this week, you will come out the other side successful. I love that for you. Okay, let's get into your tarot. We're going to go day by day for the next, okay, doesn't want me to shuffle like that. The next 7 days, Monday through Sunday. I do know the days of the week. All right, for pile number 1, let's start with Monday, please, Spirit. What is the energy of Monday? Thank you. We've got the 4 of Pentacles for Tuesday. And we've got the 10 of Wands, Wednesday. And we've got the Ace of Pentacles, nice. Thursday. We've got the Queen of Pentacles. Okay, Friday. The 9 of Pentacles. I love this so much. Saturday. Thank you, Spirit. Saturday. We've got the Ace of Swords. And Sunday, we've got the Page of Wands. All right, let me move this up so you can see all of your cards. I love the story that this is telling of your week. Very beautiful energy here, pile number 1. Spirit wants to reiterate with this High Priestess here not to discount your abilities, your skills, or your knowledge. There's something that you have that is very valuable to share with the world, once again, and some of you are not seeing it as valuable. Please, valuable, help. So please recognize your value and your worth, okay? In your skills, continue to develop them and use them. Again, it's time to strike out on your own, is what Spirit said at the beginning. Okay, So starting with Monday, I see you holding on to a version or an idea of things. So this week you're starting to explore the possibilities of striking out on your own, of creating that business, of doing something different, some kind of independence, breaking free from some kind of system or chain, the matrix, breaking free from a 9-to-5 life, right? Or breaking, that's really what I'm seeing, but it could be anything. Okay. Take what resonates and leave what doesn't. I definitely see you breaking free of some sort of system. Okay. And on Monday, your thought process is very much of holding on a little bit too tightly to the idea, the false sense of stability. Whatever this is, if it is a job that you're holding on to, you're holding on to the idea of it being stable, when we know in this world logically, okay, that your job can let you go at any time, that anything can happen at any time, that stability that you think is there and is safe, that security is not as secure as you may think it is. So you're holding on to a false sense of security instead of building that security for yourself. So Monday, I see you really railing against the idea of your independence. Okay. So yeah, kind of this stubborn, hard-headed almost type of energy on Monday. It is what it is, but you're going to get there in the end. Let's keep going. On Tuesday, we have the Ten of Wands. And this Ten of Wands, I love this deck for the way it weaves the story of the minor and major arcana together. Actually, let me do something real quick. Oh, it was right on top. I love that. Spirit, thank you so much. Okay, so the Ten of Wands is very much a card of hard work, of burden, of struggle even, right? Tens are about ending, so it's like you're almost there, but it's hard work. You see this man carrying this big bundle of sticks of wood, but he's building something. He's putting in a lot of work and a lot of effort, but it's because he's building something for himself. And then in the Ten of Cups, you see that thing that he was working on so hard being complete. And the Ten of Cups is the card of emotional fulfillment, ultimate emotional fulfillment, satisfaction, happily ever after, right? And you see him now, this is the same man with his wife, with his kids, having built something, having built a legacy, having built something, established something foundational that is emotionally and financially fulfilling. So Tuesday, you're looking around at all of the hard work that you need to put in to accomplish whatever this is, right? Say, let's go back to you starting your own business and you're like, there's so much that goes into it. There's so much that I'll have to do. It's going to take a lot of work up front before I can see these kinds of results. Please keep in mind the results, because this is what you're working towards. So keep in mind what you're working towards, your why, okay, as they say in the industry. Keep in mind your why. Keep in mind what you want to successfully accomplish, the end result. Keep in mind the end result. Yes, it's a lot of work now, okay? And I see you on Tuesday contemplating that work. But keep in mind the end result, the triumph, the success, right? The end goal, because you will get there. Yes, it's a lot of work in the beginning. Trust me, I know, but you will get there in the end. Okay. So I see you making plans on Tuesday. I see you contemplating. I see you really strategizing, okay, and thinking about things. And maybe you're making decisions like taking on extra shifts at work to save money, to put money aside so that you can focus on starting your own business. Spirit, please help my words today. I'm like very tuned in to Spirit right now, and so sometimes the words, My mind's working faster than my mouth. But yes, maybe it is starting your own business. And you're just contemplating all of the work that has to go into it. Okay. Maybe you're even starting some of that work, because moving into Wednesday, we have the Ace of Pentacles. And the Ace of Pentacles, there's hair, is very much taking the opportunity when it comes towards you. Sometimes just starting down the energetic path of something that you want you start to notice the opportunities around you that you didn't notice before. So this energy Monday and Tuesday of like the bullheadedness, the really holding on, but then kind of loosening up on Tuesday and really starting to think about what this could mean. Yes, you're focused Tuesday on the hard part, right? All of the work that needs to go in to make this a reality. But once you start putting your mind to the thing, putting your mind to the goal, okay, the universe starts putting opportunities in your way to make you more successful. And they may have been opportunities that were always there, but you didn't see them because you didn't have your mind in the right place. Now that you have your mind in the right place, you're seeing those opportunities. And I see you on Wednesday not only seeing the opportunity, but actually taking it. Taking the opportunity where it's given. In this Ace of Pentacles, we see a bunny that is sitting on an empty patch, but we see the little carrot sign here, right? So we know the seeds have been planted, but they have not bloomed yet. They have not sprouted yet. However, the bunny is seizing the opportunity. He's like, this is going to be a place where I can steal food from the farmer. I can steal carrots from the farmer. Okay. So he is accepting that opportunity and patiently awaiting, doing the work that it takes, which in his case is patience, right? Required in order to get the success that he wants, which is eating the carrots. So I see you seizing opportunities. I see opportunities flowing to you on Wednesday and you actually seizing them. Make sure that you do, because on Thursday, not only have you seized the opportunity, but it's already starting to blossom with the Queen of Pentacles here. The Queen of Pentacles is very abundant. She is the queen of earthly delights, shall we say. She is the queen of abundance, of prosperity, of physical health, wealth, and well-being, okay? All things earthly in the physical realm. And I see you not only seizing the opportunities that came to you on Wednesday, but actually envisioning yourself as this abundant queen who now has the golden ticket or the key to success. And you know how to make this a reality for you. You know how to move forward. You're taking the necessary steps. You're existing in the abundant reality of what you can accomplish and of who you are. Along with the Queen of Pentacles also comes this level of confidence. We think of the Queen of Wands as the most confident queen of the deck, and she is, but the Queen of Pentacles is also very confident and grounded, right? In reality, she is down to earth. She is rooted in the she's rooted in the evidence of what she can produce, okay? And that is you on Thursday. The energy of Friday with the Nine of Pentacles is again abundance, but it's independent. I think that Friday is the day you're actually making the decision. Like, yes, you've seeked opportunity, or you've taken opportunities as they've come to you, but Friday is the day that you solidify something. So some kind of seed is physically planted on Friday in order to make this happen. So for some of you, that can look like actually creating a YouTube channel or creating a TikTok or an Instagram. For some of you, that can look like actually registering your business, like filing a DBA, like actually taking legal steps to solidify your business, okay? But some sort of seed is planted here on Friday that is leading to abundant independence, because Nine of Pentacles is the card of independence, okay? It is the independent, like single parent card. You're doing this on your own. You're striking out on your own, okay? And receiving something that is leading to, because again, this is just a week, right? It's not like maybe everything can happen for you in a week, but coming down to a smaller scale, this is maybe not you receiving that abundance yet, but what you're doing today, Friday, that seed that you're planting is leading to the future independent abundance. It's very lovely. And then the energy of Saturday with the Ace of Swords is very much this influx of new ideas, okay? It is mental clarity. It is actually, Spirit is saying it's cutting things out of your life. It's cutting things out of your life, because the Ace of Swords is not only about clarity, it gives you the clarity to know what needs to be cut off, right? So there's certain things that need to be cut off. Again, time to get out of a situation. This could be you taking this could be like you, to give a practical example, this could be you giving your notice. This could be you writing your resignation letter. Like this could be something like that, right? Where you're letting go of something, but you also have this influx of fresh energy, fresh mental energy, okay? Fresh ideas. All of these ideas are coming to you and you're like, I can do this with the business and now I know how to make this work. And I have this great marketing idea. Like it is all of the ideas coming to you while knowing exactly what needs to be cut out of your life in order to accomplish or to act on these new ideas. And then we end the week on Sunday with you having started your path down this new pathway, this new possibility. This is like a new quantum timeline has opened up because of all of the work that you did during the week, and now you're stepping onto the path. Okay? You have single-handedly created a new timeline for yourself. Okay? You have quantum leaped, is what I'm hearing with the Page of Wands, onto a new successful path. By the end of this week, you're on a new path. You're on a new path for sure. You are a new person. You have new purpose, is what Spirit just said. So by the end of this week, you have new purpose. I love it. Pile number 1, this is so beautiful. Your energy is abundant and magnetic this week. And whatever situations pop up to work against you or to work against this energy will not be successful. Will not be successful because you have the eagle here of protection, triumph over troubles and obstacles. Obstacles are going to come up during this process, during this week, day by day, right? That is life. But particularly for you this week with what you're trying to accomplish, there's going to be some obstacles that pop up, and sometimes it will feel like there are forces working against you. But you will successfully overcome them. I want you to believe that. I want you to internalize that, because this is what you're working for. The happily ever after, the success, whatever that looks like to you, keep in mind that that's what you're working towards. And pile number 1, you will get there. This is going to be an incredible week for you. I am sending you so much love. Okay? If you would like a personal reading from me, link is down below in the description. If this resonated with you, let me know in the comments and give the video a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any of your future readings. Pile number 1, I will see you in your next reading very soon. Bye. Hello, pile number 2. You chose the shell as well as the Tarot of Tides. Let's get into your week ahead reading. I'm going to put that to the side and we're going to get a card for your overall energy of the week. Okay. Thank you, Spirit. Can we get the overall energy of pile number 2's week, please? Thank you so much. Overall energy. Spirit says your energy is very stable this week. Okay, you've got the 5 of Wands. Your energy is very stable, I say, and then the 5 of Wands pops out, which is it's a card of conflict, okay? So let's read from the guidebook. Or maybe you're moving towards stability after this week, is what Spirit meant. Let's see. 8 or 5 of, why did I say 8? 5 of Wands. The 5 of Wands calls us to respond to things that confuse or irritate us with curiosity. Ah, okay. Instead of immediately reacting negatively to something that challenges your understanding of the world, approach with curiosity. Personal growth is an asset. Think of this as an opportunity for learning. Okay, so this week is an opportunity to learn. It's an opportunity to take the things that are confusing you, that are irritating you, that are causing some sort of inner struggle or conflict, that are challenging your beliefs, okay? And to start being curious about it instead of reacting with irritation, okay? Your song for the week is The Hardest Button to Button by the White Stripes. Your scent is rubber bands and a fresh pair of scissors. That is so specific. That is so weird. Rubber bands, I like immediately can smell the smell of rubber bands. I'm sure you can too. And then a fresh pair of scissors. I don't know about that, but interesting. And then your crystal of the week is chrysocolla. Okay, which is about communication and rewiring pathways and courage. Interesting. All right, let's get you. So the 5 of Wands, there's definitely going to be a challenge to your viewpoint this week is what Spirit is saying, whether that is tied into global events. Okay, we don't talk about it on here, but maybe this is the week. There is going to be a challenge to your belief system. And instead of dismissing it or making it make you angry or irritated or frustrated, have an air of curiosity. Be curious about it. It's the idea of someone, say you are a very religious person, right? A very religious Christian, let's say, and an atheist. You get into a conversation with an atheist, and this atheist is telling you about what they believe and explaining in detail their viewpoint. Instead of getting angry and dismissing them out of hand, be curious about why they believe the way they believe, okay? That not a prediction there, just an example, okay? But it's something like that where your innate belief about something is going to be challenged by something or someone, and it is your job this week to not react out of anger or frustration, okay, but to respond with curiosity, like, tell me more about that. Doesn't mean that you need to change your beliefs. That's not what Spirit is saying. But Spirit is saying, learn. Use this as a learning opportunity, okay? Pile number 2, you've got Fox, shrewdness and resourcefulness, especially in business. All right. And then you've got the month of October that popped out. So October may be significant. Do you have an October birthday? Some of you may. But October seems to be significant. Maybe something this week. Something you're pursuing this week. Oh man, that card just flew on the floor underneath the table. Give me a second. Something you're pursuing this week is going to have a lasting effect. I'm hearing cause and effect. So it's like the seed is planted this week and the result is experienced in October. And then you have happiness here. Very nice. You know what's going to make you happy this week? Not responding out of anger when your beliefs are challenged. Okay, that's what it is. Thank you, Spirit. It's a challenge to your belief system. Your beliefs are being challenged. You've probably held on to a belief that maybe isn't even from you. Maybe it's from a parent. Maybe it's something you grew up just knowing, but it's being challenged this week, and it's definitely your job to learn more about it and not to let it make you upset or angry. Okay, do we have any more tea leaves for them, Spirit? Yes, we do. Thank you. We've got box. You will receive a gift. Do you know what could be a gift? All right, I'm being annoying. I'm sorry. But seriously, this new perspective that you gain this week could be a true gift to you. But you could also just be getting a fun gift. Okay, let's get into your tarot. We're going to go day by day, starting with Monday, of the energy to expect in the week ahead, day by day. I wonder if you are animal lovers. That's coming through. Something about your dog. Take good care of your dog this week, okay? If they need a checkup, make sure they get a checkup. Or if you've been concerned, not to say anything's wrong, okay? Don't worry. But if you've been concerned about anything, then definitely take them to the vet. However, your dog is very happy, okay? I have puppy energy coming through. And I say puppy, I call all dogs puppies, whether they're 6 months or 10 years. Like, they're all puppies, okay? They're all good little boys and girls. Your doggy is very happy. Give them a treat from me, okay? Monday's energy is the Tower. Interesting. All right. This is very much the energy of a challenge to your belief system. This is, and it's like a crumbling apart. If your belief is not from you internally, if it was given to you like by a parent or something, or if your belief was not built on any kind of factualness, any kind of facts or faith, then it's something that might need to come tumbling down this week, okay? Which is why Spirit is warning you not to respond out of anger, but with curiosity, because this can be a great learning experience. Let's get Tuesday, please. Tuesday energy. Thank you. We've got the Lovers. Okay. Wednesday. Wow, that was fast. We've got the Chariot. Look at that. This is all major arcana. I guess this is a big week for you, pile number 2. Okay. Let's get Thursday. please? They're coming out so fast. 8 of Swords. Okay. Can I get Wednesday, or not Wednesday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Can I get Friday's energy, please, Spirit? Friday for pile number 2. Thank you. We've got the Ace of Pentacles. I'm going to put that back because I didn't ask yet. Saturday's energy for pile number 2. Thank you. 10 of Wands. I wonder if you wouldn't benefit from watching pile number 1's message, only if you felt called to it, okay? And then for Sunday, Spirit, totally different deck and a lot of the same cards are coming out. So Sunday for pile 2. Thank you. We've got the 7 of Swords. All right, let's dive in. So the energy of Monday, we kind of talked about it already, but it's very much, I feel like you're facing this challenge right away. You're facing this challenge to your belief system, to your foundational belief system. This is something formative, some kind of belief that you developed at a formative stage of your life, okay? That is become a foundation for how you view the world and how you view yourself. That is being challenged immediately. Beginning of the week, you're being challenged, and it's up to you the way you respond, okay? You can, it's like this is your belief system here, the sandcastle, and it was built upon sand, not upon stone. So when this huge wave rolls in, what's going to happen? Okay? Sending you love here because it's not easy to let go of certain beliefs, even if they are beliefs that are hurting us instead of helping us. A lot of times, this is why healing is so important, right? Because we hold on to false beliefs based on our traumas, and they almost become this comfort for us. And it's damaging in the long run, but it's still comforting to us because it's our comfort zone. It's our place of comfort. It's our place of home, right? We've put up our flag, and this is where we live. But when something comes to challenge that, can that belief survive the challenge? That's what you're going to find out this week. Okay, that's Monday's energy. Whew, big energy Monday. On Tuesday, we have the Lovers. Feeling into this, Spirit, can you give me some clarity here about the Lovers for pile number 2? I just heard love always wins. Leave the battlefield, I'm hearing. Be a lover, not a fighter. Okay, so this is truly about not necessarily a relationship, but focusing on love in your interactions, leading off of this message from Monday of just not responding out of anger to this challenge to your belief system. It's really about now taking the time to love yourself. Spirit is drawing my attention to these two. Hopefully this can focus here. These are just like sparkles or like fireworks, because there's fireworks around this boat. But these two fireworks are bigger, and I saw them as people. I saw them as shapes of people. And it's almost like this ethereal energy, whether this is your inner child and higher self, or this is actually two souls in a soul connection, like a love connection, friendship, partnership. There is some coming together here in the name of love. It's like Spirit said to leave the battlefield behind. Leave the battlefield behind, become a lover, not a fighter. So Spirit is asking you to compromise. The energy of Tuesday, you might find yourself needing to compromise in a partnership, in a situation. For some of you, this is just about making decisions for yourself out of love. Loving yourself sometimes means letting go of these false beliefs and systems and ways of thinking. Okay? So understand that the goal here is to love yourself first and foremost, and to have love and act out of love for the people around you. Thank you, Spirit. Moving into Wednesday, we have the Chariot. I just heard divine direction. So taking aligned steps, whatever this is that is rocking your belief system, your foundations on Monday, there is this energy of now taking aligned action. You are going to respond with curiosity and not anger, and you're going to focus on love and loving yourself. And Wednesday is all about maybe having to make a decision. We're still in this decision energy, that maybe a choice is presented to you on Tuesday, and Wednesday you have to make the decision. Whatever it is, choose love is what Spirit is saying, but it's really about aligned action. So find what feels, I just heard find what feels good, which is funny. Find what aligns to you. Maybe some of you are doing yoga this week, because find what feels good is very much a yoga with Adrian saying. If you know, then you know. But yeah, it's so funny that came through. Find what feels good. So find what feels good. Find what feels aligned to you and pursue that. Okay? So Wednesday, you're being called upon to use your intuition and to really see which direction feels the best for you at this time. All right. Thursday is a bit of a challenging day. Thursday is a day where there's this somber energy that I'm feeling. I'm feeling a day of like something's coming up externally that's putting you in your mind. I'm hearing the song Good Days by SZA. In the beginning of the song, she says, good day in my mind, like it's a good day in my mind, so I'm going to take a step out of my mind, get some air, right? And then the next line is, too soon I spoke. So saying she spoke too soon, right? So she's going back into her mind. That's the energy of Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. That's the energy of Thursday. The energy is like maybe feeling a little better after taking some aligned steps. And so you're taking a step out. Very air sign heavy here. Did I say that at the beginning of this reading, or was that a different pile? I think that was pile 1, but also I'm getting strong air sign energy. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, or like you could have those placements or not, or you're just someone who is very much in their mind a lot. And I see you like maybe at the beginning of the week, you stepped out of your comfort zone and you took, right? Because you're learning to respond with curiosity to things that shake your internal belief systems. And so you've like taken this step out Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. And now Thursday, you're kind of retreating back into your mind because it's kind of heavy. It's kind of heavy. Yeah, that song is coming through very strong. Good Days by SZA. But yeah, you're retreating on Thursday. Something is making you, whatever, I think it's what happened at the beginning of the week, but it's making you retreat back into your mind. Spirit, can you give us some advice for that? How can they Okay, Spirit just said they don't need advice. You don't need advice. Okay, sometimes, here's the thing. And I hesitate to say this because, sorry, Spirit said no disclaimers. Never mind. Sometimes depression is, we view it in such a negative light. Not to say that depression is great, because it's not. But there's certain times where we need to go inside of our minds. So the feeling of depression prompts us into compression. It prompts us into going inside, into looking inside, into really diving into our mental and emotional bodies to pick apart what this feeling, where this feeling is coming from, what triggered this, and what is causing this. Is this a final release? Spirit is saying final release, final breakdown of this internal belief that needs to be let go. Sometimes you need to go inside to let go. So you're going to be feeling something akin to depression on Thursday, but it's really compression. Thank you, Spirit. Spirit is really having me like not apologize as much or use disclaimers as much as I used to do in the past. They're saying that it comes from a place of timidity within me. I don't know why Spirit is having me share this very vulnerable thing with you right now, Spirit, but maybe it's beneficial for the rest of you as well. There's like the part of the song where she's like, too soon I spoke, you be heavy in my mind, can you get the heck out? So there's something that needs to come out of your mind. And again, it's going to be a feeling akin to depression where you're just kind of very introspective on Thursday. All right, moving into Friday, we have the Ace of Pentacles. And this is where I feel like you're going to be receiving a gift. So the Ace of Pentacles is really about new opportunities, okay, a new path, something being handed to you. But it's literally being handed to you, as you can see the pentacle in this person's hand. I also love the imagery of the seeds here because it is a seed. It's not the thing, it's the potential, right? So you are being handed some sort of gift that has the potential to grow. And again, I'm feeling this connection to October here. So whatever this is that you're receiving, it could even be an idea. It could be an idea, but we have pentacles here, which is making me think that it's something physical. So you're going to be receiving something on Friday that is going to seed. It's going to be the seed that if you nourish it, if you fertilize it, if you water it, is going to then be ready for harvest in October, is what I'm hearing. So whatever this is, I don't know, it's going to be different for all of you. Spirit is not giving me details on that, but you will be receiving a gift on Friday. Very nice. Spirit is saying to take the opportunity when it's presented to you, whatever it is and wherever it comes from, Spirit just said, because you may be hesitant to take something that comes from someone or something that you're not familiar with. Okay, I'll use your discernment here. Use your discernment, because don't take something from someone you don't trust, right? But it could be an energy or it could be a person that you don't expect, okay? Don't let that stop you from taking this gift or taking this opportunity. All right, moving into Saturday. Actually, let me change my camera battery first. Okay, I'm back with a fresh battery. Getting into Saturday's energy, we have the 10 of Wands. Let me feel into this for a moment. Spirit, can you tell me about the 10 of Wands, please? Spirit is drawing my attention to the birds, of all things. Birds could be a sign for you this week. Particularly, these look like crows or ravens. So pay attention to crows and ravens this week. Okay, that's the end of that. It was just birds are a sign for you this month, particularly blackbirds, ravens, crows. Okay, now Spirit is drawing my attention to this figure in the background. So you see this person carrying this heavy, heavy load, right? But there's someone in the background saying, hey, I can help you. And you're not seeing that. So there's an opportunity here to really accept help when it's offered. Okay? Or maybe if you are carrying a heavy burden, a heavy load, energetically, mentally, emotionally, even physically, there is help and support out there that you're not seeing. I'm just like, you can see the image of this figure just not being receptive to the help. This little, what is that, a little monkey? A little monkey is like calling, ooh, Spirit just said, because you see how this, what is this? Oh my God, guys, help me out. What is this? An ox? I don't know. Like, he's big and he's strong and he can carry the weight on his own. And he may disregard this little tiny monkey because he's like, what help could you possibly give me? Spirit is saying, don't turn something away because it's small. It's small but mighty. I just heard. Don't turn away help because their hands are smaller. Does that make sense? So don't, like, you may think, okay, for an example, say you're short on rent this month and you need $500 and someone says, oh my goodness, I don't have 500, but I have 100 or even 50. And you're like, what's that going to do for me? You know, you don't say that out loud to the person, I hope, but you're thinking like, great, like that's really not going to put a dent in it. So never mind, like keep your $50. Don't be afraid to accept help, even if it's a small amount, even if it's something small, even if it's seemingly insignificant. Spirit is telling me that that person or that energy, whatever it is, that wants to be there for you in whatever way they can. And maybe they only have $50 to offer to your 500 that you need. Do you know what I mean? But they have something to offer and they want to help you. Let them help you. So don't be afraid to accept help when needed, even if it seems like such a small, insignificant amount of help or such a small thing. That person is giving their all for you. Allow them to help you in whatever way they can, because it may seem insignificant or meaningless to you. It's like you've got all the muscle and they're teeny tiny, but they can still help you. Maybe they have some good advice for you. Maybe the way they live their life, this is coming through very specifically, the way they live their life is a really good example for you in order to get through a certain thing that you need to get through in your life, okay? So it may not be the help itself that is what you need, but it's something else that they have to offer you that is vital, that is very important. So don't turn down something that seems insignificant because it's actually coming with something more profound. Again, this could harken back to this. For some of you, this could be a separate thing, but for a lot of you, it could be like you're getting, I told you it was like a gift, but it's not the thing yet, right? It's the potential of the thing. So maybe they're coming in with a small little offer, but something else they have to give is more valuable, like their time or their advice, okay? All right, that is the energy for Saturday. And then for Sunday, You have the Seven of Swords, which is very much connected to this fox card. Whenever I think of the Seven of Swords, I do think of that fox-like energy. You know, a fox is very clever, clever fox. We hear it all the time. A fox is shrewd and resourceful. So the Seven of Swords can be deceptive energy. That's not what I'm feeling here. And like, people can think a fox is deceptive. Like, foxes have this reputation of being sneaky and deceptive, but really they are shrewd and resourceful, okay? And with this Seven of Swords here for your Sunday energy, I'm really feeling this energy of strategy, of making smart choices, of needing to play chess while others are playing checkers, okay? So it's really about your move on the board. However this shows up in your life on Sunday, remember to make strategic decisions, not to move impulsively, okay, but to actually think a few steps ahead in order to, it's like this energy here. You see this bird is hiding their eggs, maybe? Are those seeds or are those eggs? I don't know. But you have these other birds circling in the background, and it's like this mother bird is being shrewd and resourceful in order to protect her eggs. So Sunday, there's this energy of needing to protect your business, your assets, something that needs protection, and it's through your resourcefulness and your clever strategy that is going to make it successful for you. Okay? Pile number 2, this is your weekly reading. This is the energy that I am feeling. Do let me know in the comments if it resonated with you. If you would like a more personal reading, you can check out the link in the description to book a personal reading with me. But yes, please let me know if this resonated in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, hit subscribe so you don't miss any of your future readings. And pile number 2, I will see you in your next reading very soon. Goodbye. Hello, pile number 3. You chose the clear quartz. I forgot to get rid of the shell from pile number 2. Sorry. You chose the clear quartz, as well as the Rider-Waite Smith Tarot. This was my first tarot deck. It has seen better days. A lot of the cards are warped. They've been with me a long time, guys, and they've been worn out, but they're not as worn as they could be. I think the quality on them is really good, but also I studied these. And learned how to read tarot with these. So I didn't read with them professionally, so they're not as worn out as some of my other decks. I don't know why I'm telling you all of this. I just felt like chatting. Also, pile number 3, let me know if you'd be interested in a video where I teach you how to read tarot intuitively. Specifically intuitively, because I did not learn from books. Well, I did, but that's not how I initially learned tarot. I bought myself a tarot deck and I looked at the cards and I decided what I intuitively felt about the card, and then I went into learning about the traditional meanings and things like that, and I think that's the best way to learn. If you would like a video on how to do that, please let me know. I would be more than happy to give that to you. Anyway, we're gonna get your I feel like you guys are more spiritual and more kind of witchy in this pile. That's the energy I'm picking up on. Pile number 3, Spirit, let's get the overall energy of the week for pile number 3. Thank you so much. I definitely feel more chatty with this pile. Okay, nothing came out. Spirit, overall energy, pile number 3, please. interesting, guys. Nothing's coming out. Oh, okay. Elder of Swords, which is the King of Swords. Clarity. You're working with a very clear mind and intention this week. Elder of Swords. The Elder of Swords can be viewed as the sun. Without it, life would cease, but it is dangerous too. They are the keeper of the flame, the fire of the belly, the match from which all life burns bright. Consider each side of the Elder's blade and how an object used for defense and safety can be misused as a weapon to cut others down. Be aware of the power in your life. It requires a delicate balance. Here, trust has been well earned. Very interesting. There is quite a delicate balance. Your words and your thoughts have the power to defend, and keep you safe, or you can misuse your words and your thoughts as a weapon to cut others down and to cut yourself down. So that's something to keep in mind this week. For your song of the week, you've got Catalog of Unabashed Gratitude by Ross Gay with Bon Iver. So yeah, check out that song. Haven't heard it myself. And then for scents, you have Candlelight and a Bamboo Rainforest. That sounds so nice. Refreshing. And then Black Tourmaline is your crystal of the week. Okay. Keeping that in mind, Spirit, let's get into the energy of your week. Thank you, Spirit. Anything to say? Elder of Swords. That's really about mastering your mind this week. That's what Spirit is saying. Because yes, your mind has the ability to build you up or tear you down, and it can do the same with others. So guard, I just heard guard your loins. What? Guard your thoughts. Guard your thoughts. And your loins, apparently. We've got grapes. Time to go out and have fun. That's nice. Some of you have been sitting in too much of a contemplative energy. So Spirit is saying to go have some fun. Go have some fun. This is so funny. I don't think this has ever happened in this deck, but we've got woman, dealings or relationship with a woman, and then we also got fair man, dealings or relationship with a man with blonde, gray, or white hair. Man and woman. Very interesting. We'll see how that comes up in your week. And we got two more that wanted to come out. Ooh, first one is flute. Disappointment in a friend or lover. Is that the man or the woman? And then we've got needle and thread. A sincere, oh my God, I got so excited I can't even speak. A sincere wish will be granted. That is so nice. All right, pile number 3. Let's go into your day by day, week ahead, starting with Monday. Thank you, Spirit. I'm giddy. I'm smiling a lot. Pile number 3, your energy is very fun. Okay, Spirit. Monday's energy for pile number 3. You've got the 3 of Cups. Ooh, so maybe you're going out with friends for a drink. Tuesday is the Ace of Cups. Hello. All right. Wednesday for pile number 3 is, oh, the 10 of Wands. Every single pile had the 10 of Wands. And I'm wondering if there's a collective energy of just like something heavy coming into our field this week. Interesting. Okay. Thursday's energy. We've got the 7 of Cups. Friday is the Queen of Wands. Saturday is the Queen of Pentacles. And then Sunday, to close out the week, what is the energy of Sunday? Spirit, thank you. We've got the 10 of Swords. Okay. 6 of Wands at the bottom of the deck. All right. Let's dive in here, okay? It looks like Monday could be a day where you are actually going out and having some fun, celebrating something with friends. Time to go out and have fun. You've got the 3 of Cups, which is all about community, and it's all about celebrating with community, so celebrating with your friends, your family, your workmates, okay? What else is there? I was going really fast. Spirit told me to slow down. 3 of Cups. I'm seeing a dynamic of a woman, 2 women and a man. Maybe you have a friend group that's like that, 2 women and a man. Specifically, I'm seeing that combination, 2 women and a man. So maybe that's you and your friends. There's an interesting dynamic here, and I'm not picking up on it. I just know something is happening within this friendship or within this dynamic. Spirit, can you give me some clarity here? Okay, then we also have the Flute, disappointment in a friend or a lover. So there is some sort of, okay, I'm getting a very specific message, you guys. So if this doesn't resonate with you, leave it for the next person. But this is for someone because I'm getting this very specific message. So this dynamic where there's 2 women and 1 man, there seems to be this kind of friendship between you guys, but there is now a budding romance happening between the man and 1 of the women. So that leaves the other woman in this energy of jealousy almost, and it might not even necessarily be because like that other woman was interested in the guy. It's just like, oh, the dynamic has changed, right? The friendship dynamic has changed because now 2 of you are dating or seeing each other, whatever it is, and that other friend that's kind of feels left out because the dynamic is different. That's all it is. It's a little bit of jealousy, but it stems from our friendship, like our group friendship is kind of being ruined, or that's how they're viewing it, because now the dynamic is different. Okay, so that's what I'm seeing with some of you. That's something that's kind of creeping in this week, and you may see the manifestation of it this week, because I think that the other woman is picking up on the dynamic between the 2 of you before you 2 pick up on the dynamic between the 2 of you. Does that make sense? So like there's this love dynamic between the 2 of you, and your other friend sees it before you guys actually acknowledge it. But acknowledging it this week, I believe you will be doing. Moving into the Tuesday energy, we have the Ace of Cups, and this is where I'm seeing this romance kind of developing. And I say romance, maybe it's lust for some of you, but I'm seeing it as a genuine connection. Or maybe it's just like you guys have been friends, but now they're like physical intimacy has come into play. It could have been like accidental. I say accidental, you know what I mean. Just like you didn't mean for it to happen. Maybe you were drinking one night and things happened between you, but you don't know exactly what it means. There's a whole story unfolding here. Maybe you don't know what it means, but it definitely, there is an emotional connection, whether it's just that you two are meant to be friends and now you've kind of ruined the dynamic because you've slept together. Whatever it is, there's some development taking place on Tuesday that leads into a Wednesday feeling very burdened by your choices. Whether this is a feeling of regret, which it might be for some of you, although I just kind of see the relationship. It can go either way. It depends on who's watching. Take what resonates and leave what doesn't. But I see this being like you feeling like it was a mistake, or at least one party feels like it was a mistake and the other one doesn't, because the other one has been holding a torch for this other person for a long time. So like, yes, you were all friends, but this, particularly the masculine energy here, had this sort of crush, had this energy, this developing feelings for this person all along is what I'm getting. Okay. And so even if you, the viewer right now, this is your reading, so this is you're the main character here, okay? If you are feeling burdened by the decision that you made, you're feeling a little overwhelmed because now maybe you don't know what this means, know that the person, this masculine energy, like truly does have feelings for you. It's not just physical. That's what I'm getting. I know that this is overly specific, guys, and if this doesn't resonate with you, then pick another pile. But this is what's coming through. This is what Spirit wants to bring to your attention. Okay? If this isn't resonating with you, if this isn't your situation, maybe keep watching to see if anything else comes up from here. But like, this is what I'm seeing. Either way, to be less specific, Monday's energy is very celebratory. It's very joyful. I see you going out and enjoying time with friends. I see a new kind of love cultivating, or a new kind of appreciation, even if it isn't love, but a new kind of emotional appreciation for someone or even something on Tuesday, okay? And then on Wednesday, there is kind of this regretful energy. So you're feeling regretful about something you did earlier on. Whether it was during this like celebratory energy on Monday, or if it was like in a previous week, whatever it was. But this energy here on Wednesday is reading as regret. On Thursday, you then have the Seven of Cups. Back to this friend group, the specific situation that I'm picking up on. This is you realizing, or possibly starting to see this person in a new light. So you may have had this physical encounter with them, and then you're in this space of regret on Wednesday, but on Thursday, your mind and your emotions, I almost said body, interesting, hello, your mind, body, and emotions are like opening up to the possibilities with this person. For those of you who this specific situation does not apply to, then this is you opening up to possibilities in general. I think you're starting to see the wide world in front of you and understand that you have lots of choices and lots of options when it comes to how you want to live your life, when it comes to the lifestyle that you want, when it comes to the career that you want. This feels very young energy as well. So if I have any younger 20-year-olds or in your 20s watching, this is you like kind of stepping out into your own independent life at this time this week. And for some of you, I'm seeing like you're going away to college for the first time. We're heading into the autumn, like back to school season. So that can be relevant for some of you. And like all of this freedom and options are awaiting you and are opening up to you. But yeah, I'm definitely feeling some younger energy here. Maybe you just graduated college and it's like you're now opening up. The world is kind of your oyster at this point. You're just realizing you have so many different options and so many different paths that you could take. And it may be a little overwhelming for you, okay? But for the rest of you that are not in your 20s or not starting life right now, then this is just you realizing that you have a lot more options than you thought you did on Thursday, okay? Hanged man energy as well on Thursday, just like seeing things from new perspectives as well, okay, on Thursday. Moving into Friday energy, you are coming in hot with the confidence, okay? And let me tell you, there is some sacral energy, some sexual energy here on Friday, okay? Especially if you are a feminine, your libido is high, you are looking good, feeling yourself. And I think that drawing back to the very specific situation with this 3 friend group, this is you. The physical energy between you and this person is very strong, and you are alchemizing it in a way where you're taking that sexual energy and allowing it to infuse you with this confidence towards the world. So this is like you're showing up a different person in the world this day because of that sexual energy. And this goes for everyone watching. There's definitely this energy of strong confidence and sacral energy on Friday. So I don't know if you are ovulating. I don't know what's happening, but the libidos are high, the sexual tension and energy is strong, and you are feeling very confident and really feeling yourself. And I think that's a beautiful thing. Be careful, obviously, right? Use protection, but take advantage of that energy. Honestly, there is absolutely nothing wrong ever with taking advantage of that energy. If you're in that energy, if you're in that mood, you do you and feel good about you, okay? Only for your highest good. I think it's a beautiful energy on Friday. Moving into Saturday, we have kind of this very grounded, stable energy on Saturday. I think that, but the angle of the head and everything, something is making me think that you are like in kind of this reminiscence. And it could just be like you're thinking about yesterday, or you're thinking about the past week, and just like really contemplating what happened and how things changed for you this week. Okay, maybe you're thinking about the significance of the things you experienced this week, but I just have this grounded, stable energy of you like doing some kind of true healing integration work on Saturday, where you're putting everything together. Like there's this sense of I can be so many different people, because here you have this confident, like, sexual energy, you have this very loving energy, you have this very regretful energy. I feel like you are on a roller coaster of emotions this week. So Saturday, you're just taking some time to really integrate all of those emotions into your being, to really think about everything you've experienced thus far. This could be more long-term, or it could just be reflecting on the week, okay? Maybe you're someone who journals, because I'm seeing that. I'm seeing you like giving yourself an evaluation or a reflection, if that's something that you do, of the week, of the past week, or maybe it's the past month. Interesting. Okay, but definitely a very contemplative, like, reflective type energy that is happening for you on Saturday. And then on Sunday, we have this kind of rough energy, the 10 of Cups. It's the ouchie card. It is the card of betrayal, of, this hurts, and there's no sugarcoating it. There's no putting it in a better way. Something is going to hurt. And whatever this is, it's something that is finally being released. And maybe this has to do with whatever you were reflecting on Saturday. And maybe it's this person, or maybe it's this particular dynamic in your friend group. Whatever it is, you've come to the realization that it needs to end, or you've come to the realization where this again is coming up to me, disappointment in a friend or a lover, where you're seeing someone for who they really are. And maybe this is someone you had a very high opinion of. It's someone that you felt very safe and secure with. However, this person has now revealed their true motivations, I just heard, and their truth. The truth about them. The truth will out, is what Spirit is saying. And I feel like you're just dealing with some sincere, some significant truths coming to the fore that's actually going to hurt, okay? It's going to be like, I didn't know that person felt that way about me. Maybe you're going to hear about someone talking behind your back and saying something about you that you never would have guessed they felt. And it comes as a shock and a betrayal. Can we get more information on this, the result of this Sunday energy, please, Spirit? Thank you so much. What will be the result of this? What will they see on the other side of this hurt and betrayal? Of course, it fell on the floor. Ooh, 8 of Swords. Don't let this... Okay. This is going to keep you in your head for a bit. This seems to be a theme this week for the collective. Being in your head for a bit, okay? Don't make you stay there, okay? This hurt and betrayal. Can we get some advice, please? How are they going to get through this, Spirit? The Wheel of Fortune is a very positive card, and this is telling me that you have support on your side. It's also telling me that there is unseen by me circumstances that are going to allow you or help you through this. So Spirit is not giving me that information. We also have the 4 of Swords at the bottom of the deck. So it's really about like taking the time that you need to recover from this, but you do have support, and Spirit is not showing me exactly where this support is coming from. But you will have support in getting through this. If this is a friend, you will have other friends supporting you, right? Maybe you will have support in the spiritual realm, right? Your spirit team, your guides. Yeah, the ancestors, but you have support through this. Don't let this keep you stuck or keep you from experiencing joy. Okay? Don't let this steal all of your joy, is what Spirit is saying. And you will recover from this. You will come to the other side of whatever this betrayal is. It definitely feels like a friend revealing their true nature, something that you did not know about them. Okay? Maybe you're going to be overhearing something that they're saying about you to someone else, and sending you love, pile number 3. Overall, however, your week ahead is very positive, but it's also very contemplative. You're going to be in your head a lot, pile number 3. You're going to be in your head a lot. And the advice here is when these kinds of things come up, not to use your words to break other people down or yourself, okay? Be careful with the way you think about yourself, to yourself. Be careful with with your self-talk, okay? But I see you being in your head quite a bit this week, all right? Except for Friday, in which you are very much in your body, okay? You are very much in your body, and it's a beautiful thing. We have a sincere wish will be granted, and I feel that energy on Friday as well as Tuesday. So for some of you, you could be having a sincere wish granted on Tuesday or on Friday. That's where I feel that energy. That's where I feel it. Okay, pile number 3, this is your reading. If you want a personal reading with me, I do offer those, of course. The link is down below in the description if you ever want to check that out. Please let me know if this resonated with you. I'm very curious about this friend dynamic with the 2 women and 1 man and how that's developing, because that was very interesting. So let me know if that's you, or, just let me know if it resonated in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. That helps me out quite a bit. And subscribe to the channel so that you don't miss any of your future readings. Pile number 3, sending you so much love and joy and strength to make it through this week. I will see you in your next reading very soon. Bye.